خبرات عمليه ونسق قسم اللغه الانجليزيه بفرع جامعه القصيم في الجيزه، ورئيس قسم محاكم اللغه الانجليزيه في جامعه القصيم. له ايضا مشاركات علميه ومشروع غير ايضا هو عضو في عدد من اللجان، وادعو سعاده الدكتور محمد صبور حسين لإلقاء مداخلته وورقته في حدود الوقت المتاح وهو 8 دقائق.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, I'm here to present my research study on the topic, motivating students to learn English in PYP in Saudi universities, challenges for the teachers and educational administrators to prepare them for the job market. I'm Dr. Muhammad Saboor, Head English Language Research Team, PYP University, Saudi Arabia. This study starts in the background. Because Saudi Arabia presents a unique feature, this EFL paradigm. Unlike in some other parts of the world where it is ESL paradigm. And earlier researchers, they found out that learners EFL paradigm and Saudi EFL learners feel that they are not required much to use English language in the society and media. Hence, the learners are less motivated to learn English. This study tends to explore how parts of notions are going through a change in the positive direction and impact the motivation level of PYP students, since there is dire research need to analyze the current status of motivation level of PYP Saudi students to bring about awareness among the stakeholders. So, the research question for the present research study, the study takes into consideration the triad of administrators, teachers, and students in raising or sustaining the learner's motivational level. And the research questions formulated for this project, what is the current status of motivational level of PYP students in Saudi universities? What is the role of PYP administration in raising the motivational level of teachers and Saudi PYP students to prepare the students for professional colleges and the job market? And what is the role of PYP English language teachers in raising the motivation level of PYP Saudi students? I analyzed different theories of motivation in my literature review part of the project. These included behavioral theories and need theories, ERG, which is existence, relatedness and growth theory, and then cognitive and attribution theories, but the self-determination theories that provided a real theoretical framework for the present problem. And why self-determination theory is important? Because it takes into account intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation, and amotivation, all of them together. Then I also analyzed the motivation in foreign language teaching and learning by taking different perspectives, integrative or educational cultural view of motivation, and then motivational teaching practices. There is association between how far teachers are motivated, and that comes down to the learners as well. And then classroom strategies, effective classroom strategies, they have the impact on the motivational level of the learners. And then there is a strong connection between the second language competence and reliability in the 21st century, and some research studies, they found out that strong relationship. I have used the quantitative tool of 28-item survey designed on AMS, Academic Motivational Scale, and that is based on self-determination theory. My sample was 200 students, 50 level 2, 50 level 1 male PYP students, and 50 level 2, 50 level 1 female PYP students to measure their motivation and compare it across gender and academic levels. This tool was validated, triangulated, and strengthened and supplemented by the qualitative research tool, and structured interviews were conducted. 50 EFL PYP teachers of different nationalities, 25 of them were males and 25 were females, and 22 PYP administrators have been interviewed. Academic motivational scale is divided in three major domains: A motivation, extrinsic motivation, and further domains, subdomains, and each domain had 4 statements in the questionnaire which was given to the students. Now I will give my research findings, conclusion, and recommendation. My first research finding is about students' motivation, and it is a pleasing picture, I must say, that many, if not all, Saudi PYP students are intrinsically motivated. And their major motivational factors are globalization and use of social media, Saudi government's incentive of providing scholarship to the students to study abroad, and a desire to enter in the profession of their choice, and for the love of traveling and desire to get good grades. My next finding is that most of the students are both intrinsically and extrinsically motivated to study English language, and you can see that the mean score in the table. I will go very fast because time is very short. Research finding number 3 is is a food for thought for administrators and teachers, that there is a slight deterioration in the motivational level of PYP students when they enter level 2. So this table shows what I say. This is statistical analysis, and means show quite clearly. PYP students' motivation, even the chi-square applied on the data, that also reveals the same, that students are more motivated in level 1, which is decisive of their placement in groups for various professional degrees. Once it is decided, their motivational level gets a little lower. My next research finding is about gender. The girls are less intrinsically motivated to study English language. However, their extrinsic motivation is a little higher than the boys studying in PYP. About teachers' motivation, my research finding is that the PYP EFL teachers do not have sufficient and up-to-date knowledge about motivational theories and their pedagogical implications. But they do understand the importance of students' motivation in learning EFL and make special efforts in this regard. And teachers need to have innate empathies and professional training to learn about these motivational theories. My next research finding is about the factors which affect teachers' motivation in EFL classes in PYP. And there's a long list, as you can see: low salaries, stress due to job insecurity, poor housing, transport physical condition of teacher, and the list goes on and on. And you can read that in detail when this research project is published. The role of PYP administrators, the factors which affect teachers' motivation: job insecurity, the gap between teaching processes and evaluation techniques, lack of international training workshops, lack of professional trainers and supervisors, challenging syllabus breakdown, extra work assigned to the teachers, lack of incentives to the teachers' limitation in decision making, lack of communication between the administrator and faculty,